Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Guess what? We're gonna transform the engine bay. We're gonna make this thing faster. If you guys haven't seen the last video, definitely go check it out. I did explain a little bit of why it might take a while, but I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and tackle it out. Monica is gonna be helping out in this video. She's probably gonna do both of the work, honestly. I mean, I've got a stool here that would help me out with the engine bay. I think that would be solid for me to get stuff done. So she's gonna tackle like one side of the engine bay. I'm gonna be on the other side and go from there. I mean, most of the stuff that we have here shouldn't be too bad at all. The only thing that might be a little tedious will be the valve covers, and that's about it. You guys stay tuned on this video. We're gonna transform the engine bay, and this thing is gonna be a ripper. It's gonna be a lot faster. If you guys wanna catch up to this video, go check out last video. I did post a little bit about all the parts we got from Needswings. If you guys are wanting to get parts after this video, just from checking everything out, I've got a coupon code you guys can use. It's HeyBoy. I'll put it in the description down below. I'll also leave it at the end of the video for you guys to use that coupon code. This shirt actually fits really nice. If you guys end up getting something from Needswings site, definitely grab a shirt also. This is actually super nice.
Yeah, it looks nice.
All right, we got Monica here. We're gonna start tackling the surge tanks and the valve covers and ignition coils. I think I will probably do the driver's side because it's the hardest, and then you can do the passenger side because there's a lot more room here. You guys probably already know how to take out the valve covers and surge tanks already. I've done it in multiple videos on this car because I've taken the supercharger off, surge tanks off for injectors. I don't know what else, but I've taken stuff off multiple times. Bear with me in this video till we get to the end. Progress. This is where we're at right now. Pretty much everything is taken off except for the lower Y pipe. I'm gonna tackle that in just a moment here with Monica. I tried doing a time lapse for you guys, but my phone was running out of storage, so I had to figure it out. But I figured, you know, you guys have already seen it. You guys can take the valve covers off and all that. So I'll try and get as much footage as possible when we install one thing at a time and show you guys how it's looking, so you guys can see the progress. Y pipe is out. I'll show you guys, like, well, you guys probably already seen how different it is, the ported versus the stock one. You can tell the stock one has grooves in it. The one I have here, I don't want to touch it, my hands are dirty. It's a lot smooth inside, so the airflow is going to be more amplified. That's why the Y pipe being ported is important. So this is the new Y pipe. This is your intake air temperature. These two buttons right here, or clips, you squeeze and then just push it in. And that's it. Once you hear that click, it's in. And then I have to transfer my couplers that are on here to this Y pipe. I'm gonna double check and see if I got new ones. It doesn't look like I did, so we'll just use the old ones. The old ones still look pretty good. The Y pipe is done. It's going in. So we got the new bolts for the valve covers. Valve covers are in. Man, it is looking amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna bolt down the bolts, torque it down, 7 foot-pounds. That's what it says on there. These new bolts, completely different than the stock bolts. So we got washers here, and we use them with the new bolts. Surge tanks are next. Let's go ahead and grab the driver's side one. We'll start with the driver's side and go from there. Yeah, we'll get gaskets for this. And once we get that on there, I'll show you guys how it looks like. We got the final boss in, and it's looking amazing. I think once we get the intake on, it's gonna be perfect. Right now, it looks really good compared to how it looked like before. Wow. You guys ready? Check it out. Give it some more light. Yeah, that looks so good. Oh, the black valve covers with the gold. That's a peak right there.
Wasn't too hard either.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, just lubricate it pretty good with, get a lot of engine oil in between. I'm really liking the bolts on here. They look really, really nice. And also with the valve covers as well. Look like OEM plus. All right, well you guys, everything is completed. It took a couple of days. I didn't really film that much. I recently just had surgery. I want to show you guys how the engine bay looks like. It's completely different. It looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. Man, I am happy how everything turned out. So I did end up taking the car out on a test drive. I looked at AFR and we were definitely running a little bit out of fuel, a little bit lean. I let Josh know about that. We actually ended up going ahead and data logging for fuel, long-term fuel trims, just to look at how those trims are looking before we actually add fuel to it and before we add fuel to the AFR, which is wide open throttle. Drove city about 30 minutes and highway. So total drive was like about an hour, and the trims are actually looking really good. City, both city and highway. So right now, just the AFR we need to dial in. Josh already sent out a tune. I already flashed it onto the car. It's looking phenomenal. The only thing is, I think we might have to do a little refining on the revision with the tune in terms of the AFR and wide open throttle. It looks really great until when like close to shifting, it kind of dips into the low 11s. Not too sure why. I'm hoping, I know in the past, or someone did comment saying in the past, these intakes, sometimes they collapse, but these are so put together. Like this is so firm, like these and the end of this is touching so it doesn't collapse. Right here, the way I've fitted it, this filter side and this side is touching completely, so it doesn't collapse either. I've gone ahead and felt all the areas to make sure it's not collapsing. Obviously this is definitely not going to collapse at all. So I think it's probably just a thing where maybe I have to drive it and do a couple more pulls to see if it needs to adjust. I'll probably end up doing that and then let Josh know if we still need to refine it a little bit at the top end. If not, I think the car is probably just adjusting, then we're good to go. If it doesn't adjust, then he'll go ahead and refine it. So far, just driving the car in general, I've definitely reduced boost like a ton on here. We've gone from 20 psi of boost to 11.8. Sometimes I would see 12.3, but I don't know if the boost is such a huge drop. Maybe it should be a little bit more, but it's drastically dropped. I'm gonna go ahead and still do a vacuum leak to see if we're having any vacuum leaks, but it doesn't sound like it at all. The car idles very smooth as well. I'll just make sure, especially that lower Y pipe, maybe the climbs are not fully tight to where when it's under boost or under pressure, we're probably seeing a little bit of some leak of some sort. That's my guess, but right now it feels healthy. It feels amazing. It feels very, very smooth, and almost because of the boost drop, it doesn't feel like we're like very violent, like torquey wise. It just feels very smooth, like an NA car. I wouldn't say completely like an NA car. It does feel more like the E55 stuff that I've done to it without upgrading the pulley. Obviously, boost has really reduced on the E55. Again, with less pressure, we're gaining more power, so we can run more boost with the car. So that's overall how the car feels. I'll go ahead and do a vacuum leak later on this thing and go from there. I've got some stickers on the engine wing that I added. I think I didn't mention if I was gonna go with either silver or gold, but I did end up adding a few stickers here. It looks really, really nice in the engine bay. I've got one right here and then one on the other side over there, and it ties in very well with the gold. We'll give you a little bit of some close-up details with the bolts. Oh, the manifold, obviously after driving I retorqued them and they did move a little bit, so they're now torqued perfectly. And what else details do you guys want to see on here? Valve covers are super shiny and clean. I just ran a vacuum leak on this and I didn't see any leaks, so I'm gonna start it up for you guys. I don't think I started it up for you guys. I'll start it up and probably take it out for a spin, show you guys. Running pretty smooth. I don't hear any vacuum leaks at all. do one pull for you guys in second gear so you guys can see the boost and the IATs. Right now it's 78 degrees outside, or 76. Let's see, 76. Alright, this car is warmed up now. Yeah, I'll show you guys real quick. Second gear, full throttle pull. Alright, that one showed 10.5. IAT stayed at 93. AFR actually looked really good. Again, I told you guys, Josh sent a one revision, and it was kind of like dipping at the top end, but again, I think this might be adjusting because it looked really good. But then he knows best, so he knows what he's looking at. So he said we can refine it a little bit more, which I think we can, and go from there. Alright, we'll do one more quick pull for you guys. Honestly, you guys, after those couple of pulls, the car feels a lot better with the new tune. It pulls really hard. It's so beautiful to look at. Oh, such a clean setup. Give you guys a better look. Oh yeah. Now gold and black in the engine bay. The question is, what would look fantastic on the outside if it was wrapped in the specific color? If you guys have any suggestions what would go good with the engine bay and everything else, let me know in the comments down below. Honestly, you guys, the manifolds are a must. I don't know why I waited this long to get on the 32, but I've really seen the difference. It's crazy. So if you guys want to pick them up, definitely go to Needswings website, use my code HeyBoy, and save yourself a ton of money. Honestly, it's gonna reduce a ton with the purchase from just the manifold itself. So just throwing that out there for you guys. Anyways, this is the end. I will catch you guys in the next video, and take care. Also, if you guys are curious, this is what I'm rolling around in. Yeah, my new ride, and this is my foot after surgery. Soon I will probably get a boot, but yeah, I'm gonna be in this for a long time. I don't know if I told you guys, if you haven't seen previous videos, I did explain what happened. Achilles fully ruptured, torn, so it's gonna be a long road for recovery. That's what I was saying in the videos. Bear with me on them.